Okay, I got the Wi-Fi turned off because I'm outside. You guys are gonna have to tell me, hopefully the quality of the video is coming through. We're just gonna make this a short one because it's gonna get dark and I've got crap to clean up. And I'll point the camera towards the sky here and show you where the hell I've been. Where have I been hiding? Why haven't I made enough videos? Apparently nobody wants to come on here and talk. Beer. Country boy, what's up, Justin Weaver? I'm gonna take a drink of iced tea. If you're ever in the Western PA area and you want good dairy products or iced tea, check out Marburger Farms Dairy. John, what's up, my man? Oh. Okay. Oh. My battery's low. We're not going to be able to go very long. I don't know why it's low. Okay. So where I've been is completing this task. I ripped all this nasty, I thought it was tan. It turned out to be faded salmon color siding off my house. And I put all this on. It's board and bat. It's sealed with this stuff right here, PPG Prolux. I'm going to be doing a video on this. Some people aren't interested in it, some people are, so I figured I'll just do it because there's guys that have questions on the stuff I used and how I did it. But this is all locally sourced. I cut these trees down, I milled these trees, I dried these trees, I cut and screwed them all to the house. I can take you to the patch of woods that these trees came from. There's two different patches actually. But if you want to see how this all went together and some of the neat things, check out the next video. And there's a vacuum cleaner right there. Why is that out in the middle of the yard with the hose pointing at the bush? Well, you're going to have to watch the video, and I guarantee you it's interesting because I kind of taught myself something pretty neat, and it deals with wasps. But anyways, I'll let you guys find that in the next video. But I did all this yesterday and today. I did this whole side and this whole gable end, and I was dreading that because that's like 18 feet to the peak there. I got this non-OSHA approved scaffolding, so don't judge me. I'm taking you a walk around the house because my battery is going to die fairly soon. I don't know where my power pack is, but I did all that. Last year was the roof, and I put overhangs on the house, and then I did soffit and fascia. You had a little bit of scope creep. That's what they call it when you start out doing one thing and then you end up doing 10 more on top of it. The reason the gutter pipe's two-tone is because down here I'm going to do something with that brick. That'll probably be next year. But here you go. All the way around. This was a porch. I turned it into a room. There's going to be some railing on that. Maybe this year, maybe later, I don't know. But I don't mind leaving it like that because it's real easy to pee off of. And since it's all woods down there, I can pee off my deck. And then this stuff's a little darker because it was stained last year. And obviously the sun darkens it up, so I'll just have to deal with it for a while. I put new lights on. The only thing it doesn't match is the white windows, but I was not doing windows. Poop to that. You had to draw a line somewhere. There's the drip edge. I'm gonna tell you what, Mr. Weaver, I don't miss the carpenter thing, not one bit. Then there's this, and I had to redo this whole porch. There was a ton of work in this little thing, you know. It didn't crept up on me. I had this. And I had that soffit there, and wrap the bottom of the beam and put the fascias on the side, and then the soffit underneath, and got me a new little light there, yeah. New gutter pipes. This brick, okay, I hate the color of this brick, so someday, not right now, I'm gonna put a post under here, prop this up, and I'm gonna tear all this out of here. And I'm thinking about either doing stone. You tell me what you think, stone or oversized brick. And anybody knows what oversized brick is? It's taller than normal brick. Can you see it on the chimney up there? That's oversized. I think they're more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. But anyways, either brick or stone to this height, right where my fingers are, and then from there up, I'm gonna get some white pine logs, solid logs. They're about the right diameter. I'm gonna put a big wood block up there, square block, and then I'm gonna put a log, maybe another wood block down the bottom, or a piece of stone, I don't know. And yeah, I think that'll look really cool. It'll be like the entrance, like the gate to my cabin. And I'm gonna paint that whole door black. Black or brown. I'm thinking I'm going either black with grading, because I like that cast grading, with black or brown outside, or just all black. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's the only thing left to do to this, that and the railing, and I'm not doing it this year. So that's where I've been. Can I reverse? That's where I have been. That's why you haven't seen no videos from me, because I've been going to work at 4:30 in the morning, getting home at 6 at night, anywhere between 4 and 6 at night, and then jumping on this every night, and then working every weekend. I worked 4 days last week. I took a Friday off and worked on it all day Friday because I was in a panic. I didn't think I'd get it done before the deer killing season's coming right around the bend, and I'm all about that, you know. And I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get this done. Well, we finally got her kicked in the tuchus. And this is the first time I've actually stopped and just walked around and looked at this. And there's gonna be we're gonna throw parquet pretty soon. Look at that. Okay, so I made these brackets. When I bought this stuff a long time ago, when I moved in here, the brackets they gave me were chintzy and didn't come out far enough, and I thought they were junk. So I made those out of 1x1 by 1/8 inch wall steel I had laying around, all hand fab by me. Well, I tore them back off the house. I blasted them and painted them and did all that, and then reset the chimney. And it's just, I like it. I really like it. The only thing I do want to do is I want to pop rivet, because some of these bends aren't perfect. I want to pop rivet that together so it looks better. But we'll do that here in time. I can reach up from the ground. I had my nieces over. They, I paid them to pick up nails, because all the nails in the siding were aluminum, and they were everywhere. I did my best to catch them as best I could, but I couldn't get them all. So I said, I'll pay you for 25 cents a nail. Well, they both had a bucket of nails, and they looked to be about the same. I just gave them 20 bucks a piece. I didn't want one to, you know, they both did an equal job, so I didn't want anybody getting angry with me. But it was cool, you know. I made them go around the house like 4 times, and you know, the more you get, the more you get paid, and the harder you work, the more you get paid, you know. And thought it was a neat little lesson, since none of my kids of my own. Me and my brother drank a beer and solved some problems about life, and he shot his bow. Man, I like how that looks. It's a shame I live here by myself. When I get the scaffold tore down, I'll take another video at the end of it, and then I'll put that video up. That'll be sometime early this week. So, but guys, I'm really happy you all came on here. I know it's only like 8 minutes. This phone is going to die. So any quick questions from you guys? Fire them at me real quick if you got any questions. And I'll do my best to answer them before my phone poops out. Oh, hold on. I missed a comment. I bought this in May. I got a sore weenie deal from over in Ohio, back when the Corona boner was hardcore. And I got a sweet deal. Ohio Loggers buddy actually set me up with that. And I like it. It's got like heated seats and stuff. My other one had amenities, but not all those. So, and I like that color. My other one was running up miles. That's like my office, you know. I spend a lot of time in that, so I splurge a little bit. Some people give me crap for buying vehicles all the time. Nate wants to know how the logging's going. Well, come over, Nate, and I'll show you. How about that? Come over and hang out a day, man. Love to have you. I'm going to try to send your mats here this week. I got to get a free truck. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Thank you, Justin Weaver. Garth stacked up some firewood. Nice. Mark McAfee, thank you. Mark Stalinsky, thank you. Oh, I got to unplug that. We don't need to be making air anymore. Kyle Rains, thank you, sir. Hey, John, hold on. Don't go nowhere, John. God damn it. Shut that thing off. All right. So, John, I sent you a thing on the Facebook there. There was a cutter that came up, looked like a pretty good deal. Hopefully, did you see it? I shared it on your page. Was it still there? I hope you've seen it. But the idea with the house, okay, so the idea of the house was to make everything match. So now the house matches the garage, and that matches the woodshed. The woodshed doesn't have the batten strips on it, but I don't want them on there. I want that air to pass through it, so that's the reason for that. So everything matches now. Now I'm just going to do something about this brick, but I got some structural things to check out, make sure I can do that. That one might get wrapped in stone. And we're going to do something about that brick because that is some outdated, ugly crap. This stuff looks like baby poo, and that looks like something you horked up after a night of drinking. I'm just saying from a friend, I wouldn't know anything about either of those. But, man. And I like it because one thing I like about this is all the imperfections. I mean, you can see there's some places you have stick or stain, and that ends up fading away, believe it or not. And then you have like places where the mill was running fast right there. That's why it cut. He went real fast, they slowed down, they picked up the speed again, or I picked up the speed again. I should say me. And then you have things like, make sure there ain't no bees. There's things like these sap pockets. I thought those are cool, and big chunks of sap. These are big boards. These are like 18 inches wide a piece. I put the big ones on front where you could see them. The beauty is in imperfections sometimes. Yes, I did, Mike. I cut it down. I milled it. I dried it, everything. Got this off of a job. I don't recollect what job this came off of. Now that I said I could take you to the stump, but I don't remember which one. Oh, I remember which one. Oh, excuse me. Cut my phone line off my house. I don't want people calling me. Thanks, Jesse. That's funny, Josh. Yes. And there's 3 different types of wood in here. There's spruce, which that's all spruce. There's white pine. Where you at, white pine? This is white pine. This one here is white pine. There's white pine there. And there's a bunch down here. And then there's hemlock too. So let's find that piece there is not hemlock, that's spruce. These big wide ones here, these were like 20 inches. Those are white pine. The ones under there are hemlock. Bruce Huff, if you'd have caught me right, I probably paid you to do it. I really didn't want to do this. The worst part was staining all them little damn strips. There's some hemlock, all the stuff up there. Ah, God, you can't see it real good here. There's hemlock on here, though. So there's white pine, spruce, and hemlock. You see the white pine back here from the stain? So the logs were stained up, but I didn't care about that. I like that. That's character. I had more hemlock. Oh, there's hemlock there. I was trying to save it because I had the longest boards were hemlock boards. So it's okay. So that wood over there, the strips they were newly stained. So that wood is darker because I put it on and I stained it last year when I did the room. So that's why it's darker, because in time this stuff darkens. And those strips are so light because I think my phone's dying because it's having trouble focusing. The strips are so light, they're spruce, and plus they haven't been out. So that's why. No, and Kevin, there's no shake in that hemlock. Absolutely not. There was none. And it's funny. It just depends on where you cut the hemlock, how much shake's in it. And those trees actually came out of a sheltered bench. They were actually on my cousin's property. So the hemlock came off of family property. All the framing lumber in that came from the same property. So that's all hemlock studs and rafters. It's 2x8 rafters, 2x6 studs. And that all came off of family. No, I ain't burning the house down with that. Believe it or not, I don't even use that grill anymore. Now that I've learned the Gordon Ramsay way to saute a steak in a pan with S&P and some garlic and a little bit of thyme and olive oil, That's all I do now. I hardly grow anything except for Uncle Charlie's Italian sausages. Look at me. You got me talking about food and I totally forgot. I'm so hungry. I got a piece of sockeye salmon inside I want to cook. Yes, it's coming. Don't worry. It's just, you know, I'm one guy, man. Garth's starting an ash removal. Nice, Bruce. I would have paid you. I probably would have. This sucked. Roger Fischel, thank you. Second story grill. Yeah, buddy. Highlight. I think we got them all. Yes, character. It is cool, man. Oh, hey, funny story. So same thing with the garage and this. All the lumber in this I cut and milled. Those are yellow pine posts. There's a bunch of white pine in it. There's spruce. I did have to buy some 2x6 rafters because I just ran out. That's why I cut everything the same size as stuff you could buy in the store, because you can run out of an odd thing here or there. You need it really straight when you have the option to go get it. I cut all this and milled all this and all the framing lumber. I remember the job this came off of. This actually came from a residential removal. We cut some huge spruce and white pine. And I didn't frame with any white pine. The white pine's only siding. I don't use white pine for structural load-bearing studs. I only use white pine. I only use spruce, hemlock, or yellow pine. But yellow pine gets a little wonky. Red pine's okay. But yeah, it's the same thing with that. There's a lot of locally sourced wood. I mean, by locally, I mean this within the surrounding 3 counties. Well, 2 counties. It's either Allegheny County, Beaver. Allegheny County and Beaver, yeah. No, Washington, so we better say 3. Now see those 3 tall ones there? Those are hemlock. See how they took the stain a little different? But they're a little stained up because they've been drying for 3 years now. 2 years now. And I just think they weathered differently. But, all right, folks. My phone is going to die. I'm going to clean them windows now that I have scaffold there and some other windows, and I'm going to get back to it. And I don't know this was a live feed until just now. Hello, everyone. What's up, Chris? Retire Welder says, nice boat. Where's it at? Nice boat. It's for sale. I want a 16-footer. It's for sale. Email me if you want to buy it. I just redid a bunch of stuff on it. I caught a lot of nice fish out of that little boat. Bruce, just email me, man. We can meet up sometime, buddy. I'd love to. Oh, nuts. And my game was off that day, Kev. Fire Captain told him I'd do a steak how-to video someday. I'm fixing to cook a pie this week too, raspberry. S&P's the only one for me. Jesse Bell's got it. Okay, folks. Here it is, 5. Why not 6? Making it even number. All right, guys. There it is. That's where I've been. That's where I've been. Hope you guys enjoy it and enjoy the channel. I love all your comments and everything. And you guys just couldn't do it without you. So, no, Mike, I don't own the mill. But that might be happening soon. We'll see what happens. You guys, thanks. I'm going to run because this phone needs to get charged. It's getting dark. I need to clean things up. I got some stuff I want to burn. And I just want to enjoy this for a minute. So, y'all take care. You have a wonderful day, evening, week. You have it all. Just make it wonderful. And remember, don't let your meat loaf, man.